We have been aware of the attack on parental rights since the 1980s. We had a Democrat Attorney General in the 1980s who said he didn't believe parents were qualified to raise their children. This whole battle for parental rights is on education issues, it's on public school issues, it's on medical issues. It's a whole host of issues, and we will be involved. We have been involved in many of those, and we will be involved in many more as we move forward with the Family Freedom Project to defend families in Texas.
Because of the pioneers like my dad and people who were alongside him back in the 80s and the 90s, because of that groundwork that has been laid, we now have an opportunity to work together to lay a foundation of freedom into the future.
Even just the name, Family Freedom Project, I think that resonates with people. I think that the opportunity that it gives us is to bring in a team of people who have been experienced on this issue for a long time, who are already seen by the people in the legislature and the policymakers as the experts on that issue, and then put it under a brand that's really relatable to the average person.
Maybe the most memorable was the Pardo case in 2019, where CPS workers violated the law. They violated CPS policy. They illegally took a 4-year-old special needs child away from their parents.
What is the order dated today?
Take a picture of it.
I'm going to give you this whole order once we get the child. We need Caleb. Regarding what?
This huge case blew up, and it became this huge national, actually somewhat international story, and all of the legislators started paying attention.
We haven't done anything wrong.
Can you tell me my allegations?
Yeah, we're meeting. What's our allegations?
We'll discuss that.
No, we're meeting. You said. No, you're going to open up the door. You're going to give her the chalk. Is this a second order?
So internally, we had this discussion. We said, what are we going to do? And we said, we're going to defend that family. We won that case at the Supreme Court level when they said that CPS must return the child because they never showed the child was in danger.
And then in the following legislative session in 2021, when we arrived there, the culture was totally different. Everybody was suddenly interested in CPS reform, and there was just an understanding that something dramatic had to be done.
There's nothing as a father that is more difficult than to see your children being taken away from you and having no authority to stop it.
But how about Dad? What do you want to take?
Go, buddy.
I mean, Dad. He wants to take Dad.
I can't go, buddy.
I think that we've pretty cleanly staked out a position in Texas as, first of all, the only organization who holistically works on the parental rights issue, that will take any issue related to the right of a family to raise their child. And secondly, that we're kind of the experts on it at this point.
The first thing that I would be thinking for myself would be, who do I call? Who can advocate for me? Who can take care of this for me? And because Family Freedom Project exists, there is someone to call.
This is something that I think every parent in America can relate to, right? And you have to start from recognizing like everyone has different parenting styles, they have different upbringings, they'll raise their kids differently than their neighbor, but the thing they have in common is this desire and understanding that they as the parent are the one who first decides what's best for their child. I really see it as kind of providential from God that, as we were coming up on the time where we thought it is really time for us to launch this new brand, to focus on this issue, to make it a bigger priority, that at the same time, he suddenly kind of sparked this interest and this desire and this fire in people all across the country that they needed to pay attention to this issue.
So the question is there hope? Absolutely. In Texas, we have a saying, this ain't our first rodeo. We've been fighting this battle for a long time, but God is in control. None of this surprised him, and I believe he's raised up the Family Freedom Project to engage in the battle.